He's a father, a brother and icon to those that know him. A man that has the gift of advice to those that respect what he says. A man that will not sugarcoat anything. You can agree or disagree, but he is just someone who gives out great advice. Let's Talk About It is the name of the show. Here is your host, the icon.
How y'all doing out there? We're gonna get started in just a minute, y'all. Let y'all get this opening going. Yes. How y'all doing out there? Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everything is good. I'm good. Had a great weekend, birthday weekend, but In any event, I want to welcome you out to the show. I'm the icon. The show is called Let's Talk About It. Today we have a letter from a very, something different. I did this show earlier, but I felt I owe Mr. AJ a fair shot. Didn't really post it yet, but, because I felt I need to redo the show over. Sorry, I'm trying to do multitasking here. But in any event, doggone it. Okay, so as I said, I owe this letter a thorough understanding because as I first did this letter, I felt I didn't understand it enough, and I tried to keep reading it, and it just wasn't clicking with me. But I'm going to do this one over again because, like I said, I hadn't posted this show yet. I just want to do something. Want to make sure I give this Mr. AJ a thorough understanding of the letter and from my perspective. So without further ado, we're going to get into the show. As again, I said, my name is Icon. The show is called Let's Talk About It. Today we're going to talk about Mr. AJ, who was apparently in a three-way relationship that he didn't know he was even in. So without further ado, here we go. let's get this going. So, hello, Icon. My name is AJ, and I want to say that your podcast is definitely different from many others that I listen to, which is the reason why I chose to email you and ask you for advice. Though I feel embarrassed, I don't really want to tell you where I'm from. That's understandable. Because while this is every man's dream, to be in a relationship like this is somewhat a nightmare for me, but it has its advantages. So here goes. As I said, my name is AJ, and I'm 28 years old. I work in a graphic design company that is not necessary, and I work in a graphic design company that is not necessary. And I am all right in the money department, and I also have side work to do with IT on the side. So I guess he does like IT work on the side. I met a woman who I thought was an amazing woman, but she has a dark secret, and that I will get into later, but I'm sure that your listeners will definitely want to hear. I met her 2 years ago at Comic-Con convention, and we share some of the same interests, but she works in retail, and I have to say, for the first year it was awesome. But as our relationship grew into something beautiful, she would often be so forgetful, or so I thought. I thought maybe she was just having a dull moment, not a dumb moment, but a dull moment. So we kept going, so we would continue our relationship, and things got better and better. Let's face it, Icon. I didn't think in the years I would ever have a girlfriend this interested in this hot that would be into me. So I was elated. I was so excited, but our relationship began to flourish. Well, she would often be so forgetful at times, so we talked about it, and she said she was fine. Icon, the sex was amazing, and it kept getting better and better. Well, here's where shit got weird and different. Not only was she so forgetful, but she didn't tell me that she had sisters, and to be honest, that was probably my fault for not asking more about her family, because she knew everything about me and mine. And then again, I love to talk. So here is where I crashed out, and she told me that she had sisters and that they were triplets, and I was like, what the hell? But that wasn't the crash out part. The crash out part is that I slept with all three of them, not at the same time, but when I came home from work, it turns out they would all three take turns with me like I was a damn doorknob. She told me this because Icon, this crazy shit, two of the three of them were pregnant. And I was like, what the hell is happening? This shit is crazy. But the other didn't get pregnant until a month later. Months later, so I was pissed because I was in a polygamy relationship, or whatever the hell you call it. Oh, and Icon, guess this their names are. Holy shit. Their names are Kristen, Kaylee, and Camila, or better known as KKK. Oh boy. If that's not diabolic, I don't know what it is. Holy crap, Icon. That's the craziest name you ever heard of. I was so pissed off. I went to a friend's house for 3 weeks, and I left my townhouse. But the one I thought I was dating, named Camila, by the way, they are 27. She called and wanted to talk to me, so I went back to my place where I met up with KKK. LOL. It's funny because I'm a biracial child, and how the hell this even happened? The sisters told me that they came from a polygamous camp, which again, I never knew about. I asked them why they would want that life, and they explained to me that the life was very good for them, and that they were the talk of the camp. Camp? What the hell, a camp, Icon? They explained to me that their father has 4 wives, and that their mother was the 3rd wife, and they had been happy for years. I also asked them, did it even occur to them that they could live separate lives and not have the same guy with now that is having 3 babies have 3 babies by not only sister, but how in the hell would this even go over with my parents, who was happily married? And to be honest, I did tell my dad, though he seemed really proud of me, so he high-fived and we went to a strip club, but I have a feeling the strip club was more about me than him. I'm still trying to process the act of betrayal, because still, I can't believe this has happened to me. I never thought I would get 3 sisters pregnant. So back to back. So back to the conversation I had with the KKK. Oh my God, that sounds diabolical. Yeah, it kind of does. I asked Camilla, was this planned? She said yes. She told me that her and her sister's KKK made a pact that since they was younger, they would always stay together and do everything together. So I was shocked because who the hell thinks like this? So I asked them about their childhood. Hold on here. Okay, so I asked about their childhood, and she said that they were pretty popular around the camp because while other families having one child at a time, well, their mom got pregnant with triplets, and the funny thing is they look exactly alike. Make that make sense. Needless to say, the only thing that they do different is that they have different jobs. So, as I sit here and write this letter, my girl proposed that we all move in together and thought, well, why the hell not? I mean, clearly I'm about to be a father of 3 by 3 sisters. I mean, how in the hell is this even going to look when I show up to the doctor's appointment with what appears to be the same girl, but it's not? I feel so used, and a part of me feels good about it, but what the hell? This feels like an act of betrayal, but I guess this is going to happen. So I haven't told my mom yet, but every time I see my dad, he's always high-fiving me just like this big Kool-Aid ass grin on his face. He also told me that there's definitely going to be some challenges, and honestly, Icon, this is the first time for me because I don't have any kids. So I'm excited, but like my dad said, it's definitely going to be some challenges. Since the email of this letter, we have since moved in together. We all have separate rooms, and I'm sure you know the rest. So far, it's going to be pretty well. It's going pretty well. Too early to tell, but but this is freakishly weird and how in sync they are. I mean, not even sure how they have different jobs, but damn it, Icon, it's definitely the life most men dream about, but I'm definitely living the dream in my best life. So I don't know what this life will bring, but I'm definitely going to enjoy the ride. So Icon, I need some advice, and I have a feeling I'll be fine, but hey, like you said, it's all good, right? No, the hell it ain't. I will also wait to receive a response from you about when you will post a show, because I don't want to tell my parents. I want to hear from you. Signed, AJ from an unknown place. So, yeah. Basically, this is definitely something weird. This is definitely a show unlike no other that I've done, that I have not experienced. I think, Mr. AJ, I think you're definitely in for a ride. I think that not only were you betrayed by these young women, the fact that they come from a polygamous camp is even more diabolical. And the fact that they were talk of the camp is even more diabolical, because you were with 3 sisters you were with 3 sisters at 3 different times, and they didn't even tell you that. So is it an act of betrayal? I think so. But the crazy thing is, how can you not know that they were triplets? I mean, I guess if they look exactly alike, I guess that's an issue, I think. I'm not really sure, but you said they look exactly alike. You didn't send me any pictures, so I'm going to go on basically what you're saying and what you're talking about, because I don't have anything to refute. And most of the times that when people write to my show, they either send me a picture of what everybody looks like, just the fact of Just for my FYI. Now, I don't share these pictures with anybody, and I don't want my viewers to know this because I don't want them to come after you and attack you. But my friend, I think you're far from fine. I think that you're definitely going to have some uphill challenges, some uphill battles that you need to that you're going to face. The fact that their name is KKK is even more diabolical. I don't understand how this is even possible, but I guess it is. So I don't know how to suggest to you that this is going to be okay, because this is far from okay. You've gotten 3 sisters that are triplets that are pregnant. The fact they planned this is even more diabolical. I mean, who the hell does that? I mean, I've never had a letter like this. I've never had a letter that would suggest that. I've never even heard this. Not saying that this doesn't happen, but I'm sure that it does happen. But how does this happen? I have no idea. And the fact that they planned this is even more crazier than what I thought, because, oh my God. I mean, I just never, ever had a letter like this. And I'm trying to get through this the best way that I can. But you said you work in graphic design, so the money is there. And then the fact that y'all moved in together is even more of a challenge, because it's basically like you're living a polygamous lifestyle. I'm not sure where you're at or where do you live, but I don't think you're going to, well, obviously you can't marry all of them, so I don't know about that. But the fact that you have gotten, and it's crazy that they're all synced up with a pregnancy except the 3rd one. So I think the baby's going to probably come a little bit later, or maybe, I'm not even sure how this is even going to happen, because like you said, you got to go to the doctor's office with what appears to be the same woman, but it's going to be with 3 different women. 3 different women that you say look exactly like. Now, the last time I seen triplets was when I was back in middle school, and they were triplet guys. I'm not saying this shit doesn't happen, because the shit does kind of happen, but I guess it does happen. But it's crazy because you have a tough road ahead of you. You really do. A really tough road. And my friend, you said that you're 28. Oh my God. Give me a second. I know I got to get something to drink here. But it's crazy that you have that this is your life. I mean, I don't understand this, but if you think you're living a dream, it's definitely going to turn to a nightmare. And I don't know when that nightmare is going to happen, but you said they're all synced. So, and then the crazy thing is you said they all have separate jobs. I'm trying to figure out what all do they do. So I think that's the time that they have separate times. And the thing is that I wanted to know, because I submitted information to AJ. I wanted him to get back with me, kind of do a follow up in reference to their living situation and how that he is, how he's doing since he sent me this email. Now, it's crazy. It's crazy because I'm not sure if anybody's ever went through something like this. Usually you have twins that link up with other twins, but for have one guy to sleep with 3 different sisters with that look exactly alike is just odd to me. It's really odd. Mr. AJ, the only thing I can offer you would be a peace of mind. Can offer you, I mean, at some point you're going to have to tell your parents. I mean, you think your dad probably already know, your mom is probably damn sure going to know, but I'm not sure how they're going to take this information, because this information is going to be, it's going to be kind of like, not a really hard slap in the face, because they're going to want to know how this happened. And the answer that you provide for them maybe or may not be suffice, or may not be good for enough for them, because they're going to think that y'all all 3 got down together. Well, all 4 of y'all. Well, 3. What is this? So a threesome is 3. I don't know what a foursome is. Interesting. In any event, they're going to all think that you did something to coerce these women. So you haven't really said if you've met the parents. And I got a feeling the parents are probably going to be much more happier than your parents are. Because if they're still in a polygamous camp and this is their lifestyle, my friend, I would challenge you to read up on this, because you have gotten, the crazy thing is, I'm not even sure how the hell this is going to happen when they come out. They're going to be sibling cousins or cousins. I don't know. That's sounds like a bad episode of Jerry Springer. I mean, this is some shit that you only read about, not that you get letters about. But in any event, you're going to have a tough road ahead of you, my friend. You are going to have to sit down with all three of these women. And the crazy thing is, you're probably loving this life now, but I got a feeling you won't be loving this life. Especially, you didn't say if they have, when the due date is for all three of these kids. And I pray to God they don't have triplets or they don't have twins. You better hope that you just shot one into each of them and then that's it. And I mean, that's just probably something probably not good to say, but you're fooling with three triplets. I mean, they're triplets, they're sisters. Jesus. Who the hell does this? I mean, how does this even happen? I mean, I'm trying to picture this in my head on how this actually took place or how this even happened, because I mean, I get that you work late nights and that you said your girl's very forgetful. Well, I know how forgetful she is, because she's not only forgetful, she switched off with her other siblings and they decided to do with you, which is even more crazy. So, but you're going to have one hell of a time, my friend. You really are. I hope that you can find a way to just, I don't know. I mean, what I would suggest that you do is that you talk to your parents first off. That's what I would suggest. And I suggest that you talk to their parents. And I suggest that you just maybe take a step back and kind of realize that what you're doing is not okay, because your kids are going to be related. And how is, oh man, I don't know. I don't know. But in any event, the way that you can tell your parents, I mean, you're leaving it up to me to tell your parents, and I don't even know you. I mean, they're going to hear the show, and my crazy thing is still in my mind how the hell this happened. So if you honestly did not know, you did not know. But usually this is the type of thing that happens when you're making a sex video, or you're just having a threesome. But nobody would ever sit back and think that this guy has had sex with three sisters that are identical triplets. I really want you to send me a photo of them to see what they look like, because again, I don't share this stuff, and I won't share this stuff because I don't want to fear no kind of retaliation towards you or your job or these young ladies. But the crazy thing is that I'm still just trying to puzzle, because I'm out of words right now, and I don't understand how this could happen. Now, I'm trying to think in my mind, I could get a theory of how this happened, but it's just not syncing up with me. I'm just really trying to put the words together right now for you, Mr. AJ, because I don't really have a lot. I mean, usually I have something that I could probably give you, but my suggestion would be is that you're going to have to talk to your parents. You got to talk to her parents. My suggestion is to you is that if they're still in this polygamous type mentality, you're going to have to talk to them first, because like I said, I got a feeling they're going to be okay with it. And I got a feeling that this is their lifestyle. So I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be like bad for you, because they're probably going to be happy about it. But the sad thing is, I'm not sure how polygamous children are raised, because I've never been I never seen this before. I really haven't. So I think that you're going to need to do some serious soul searching. I mean, the money's definitely going to come into play, because when the money's going to come into play is because that you're just, you're definitely going to have your money cut out for you. So let's hopefully you have a good savings plan. Let's hope you have a good insurance plan for all three of these girls, because this is just, it's weird. I mean, like I said, this is probably every man's fantasy and every man's dream to do this, but to get three of the same sisters pregnant, which is just even more just diabolical. It's just not a good look. I mean, listen, I've had my share of fun back in my day, but I never done no shit like this. I mean, I wouldn't even recommend nobody do no shit like this, because it's just not a good look. It's just I can't really say it's nasty, because in this day and age, you young people, boy, y'all screw anything. And the crazy thing is, like, y'all don't give two damns about anything. It's like y'all don't take the time to investigate and try to figure out and get to know one another. I mean, y'all just so quick to jump in the bed, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I would honestly, serious, you said you met at a Comic-Con. The crazy thing is, did you think you were meeting just the one sister? Were they all dressed alike, or did they all go the same? You know, there was a character on the show that I probably almost imagine that they went what they look like, but I forgot the name of the show. It was on Fox, and it was about the mutant kids of the X-Men, basically. But there were three triplets on there. That's what I could probably picture in my head that that they went and looked like. But I gotta say, Mr. AJ, this letter's definitely kind of different for me, and I encourage all the feedback that I'm going to get back from my listeners. I hope they have good feedback for you, but in the event that they don't, I may decide to share that with you, because you're gonna have a lot of shit coming your way, my friend. And I'm trying to figure out how they selected you out of this, but I don't really need to know that, because the crazy thing is that this is going to happen whether you want it to or not. So I know in polygamy camps that they're really high up on God, but their teachings are kind of a little bit backwards, because you're in a polygamous camp. The husband has like 3 or 4 wives, and you already got that off the bat. I gotta say, my friend, you're 28 years old. By the time you turn 30, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot of gray hair. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't know. But your dad seems to think that this is a dream, and I'm pretty sure he's probably thinking his lucky stars it's not him. But the fact that you're gonna have 3 kids, maybe around the same time, but not at the same time, because I'm not sure how the hell that's even gonna happen. But especially with the third sister, which she got pregnant, like, I think you said a month later or something like that, or whatever. Hold on. Yeah, the other sister didn't get pregnant till a month later. So your kids' birthdays are definitely going to be really close to each other. I mean, the fact they're going to be damn near identical is just ridiculous. So I hope that you have a good plan. I hope that you have a good savings plan. I hope you have good insurance. I hope you have it all, because I'm not sure what this is going to look like for you in the future, but maybe you should watch that show Sister Wives and see how they did it. But it's not going to be a fair comparison, because this guy already has like a football team of kids. And I know, though, the first wife left him, or I'm not sure if they're even still together, because that was a show I couldn't even get behind. I mean, listen, I've seen these shows where these men want a second wife. I wouldn't want that for nobody. I wouldn't want that for myself. Now, cheating, no, not really. It's just a different kind of lifestyle. It's a different kind of lifestyle that I'm not used to, that I wouldn't want. And like I said, I've done my share of dirt back in the day. So, but I never would have done nothing like this. I only have kids with one woman. That's my late wife. And like I said, we were wild and we did some things, but I was always responsible with it. Now, it's just crazy. So, what can you do? What can you do about this? I mean, my listeners, if this situation was faced with you, what would you do about it? How could you come away from this? I mean, because clearly this is going to happen. He's going to have 3 kids. And I mean, I know you guys are saying he better pray didn't have twins or triplets. Yeah, he sure better. Because I'm trying to figure out how that's going to go over. But you definitely got the money. So you definitely got the job. So they definitely chose the right one. How you're not more angry and I'm a little bit frustrated about this is just ridiculous, because I wouldn't wish this upon anybody. So I think you need to enroll in some kind of therapy, some kind of counseling, just to make sure that your head's going to be where it's at. Because as the months go on and the pregnancy goes on, it's going to be not really hell and not really a nightmare, but it's going to be a challenge for you because you don't have kids. If you don't have kids, you're not going to know what to expect out of this. And if you think you left your friend's house and stayed for some weeks in, well, you're pretty much locked in on this. You haven't even said if anybody asked if you asked anybody to get married, which I kind of feeling that may be coming. The only place where I know that polygamy still exists is in Utah. So if you stay somewhere in Utah, good luck to you. If you don't, good luck to you, because I'm pretty sure they're going to want to move back home. And they're going to want to start this family on a camp. But that's going to be weird because, well, no, I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. I just honestly don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out for you, my friend, but I got to say it's not going to be very good. I don't know how much time I can spend on this because I'm not really tuned in with the polygamous camp. I've seen the shows. I've seen, like I said, I've seen the shows. I haven't really experienced nothing like this because I've never thought that I could experience something, because I really wouldn't want to experience something like this. I mean, I was content with the only woman that I've had, and that I was married to for almost 26 years. But you, my friend, up and did it not once, not twice, but 3 times. And there's got to be a distinctive mark or distinctive way that you could tell these women apart. I don't really say I'm not believing your letter, but it's kind of baffling to me to know that the only thing you thought was slipping was her mind. There's got to be something that's got to be off with each of them, because though they are in sync with each other, I mean, you can't really say that this much alike. You really can't. I really can't believe that, because each of them have to have some kind of distinct trait with them that's going to distinguish them from each other. You know what I'm saying? Because as twins, identical twins, you can pretty much tell that they're identical and that there's a distinct feeling about them. Now, if they want to do things together, that's fine. But there's has to have been something. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe your letter, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. So, I don't know. Maybe this letter is real, maybe it's not. But you went through the trouble of writing all this down, so I'm going to treat like it's somewhat real. But you didn't send me any pictures. So, I don't know. But I would challenge you to, if you can, get back to me. If your parents are going to listen to this, I would probably tell them straight up after you got it hearing from me. And I don't think your parents are going to be like, well, who's this guy? What's this guy telling me this for? Why come you can't tell me? Yeah, because it's clearly ultimately up to you. You should be the one telling your parents, not me, not the other way around. Because I don't know you. And for people that want to use me as kind of like a scapegoat, I'm not sure why you would do that. Because I don't have anything invested in this. I'm just a podcaster that likes to give out good advice. And so far, the advice I can give you, my friend, is not to run, but you're going to eventually stand up and be a man. And you're going to take responsibility for this, because you got to do this not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times you're going to do this, and 3 times it's just going to be hell. And the only reason why I say it's going to be hell is because not only are they going to do the same things all together, they're going to try to have the same things, but they can't, because each of these kids, even though it's made by the same guy, everybody's going to be different. It's just going to be different. So I just don't know. Like I said, I'm usually not out of a loss for words for this, but damn it, man. This is crazy work. I mean, I can really give out good advice with this. I don't really know what I can say, because like I said, you're going to have to eventually meet the parents, and I'm pretty sure your parents want to meet them. And I'm pretty sure if your mother, you said your dad is okay. Well, I don't know if your dad's going to be okay with it, because he's going to pretty much follow the lead of his wife, which is your mother, and you're a biracial child. So I don't know what that's going to entail. I don't know the background of your parents. That's why I say I need a little bit more information. So AJ, if you can get back with me with this letter, as soon as you can after you hear my response. Do that, because there's information I want to know. I mean, like I said, the pictures and stuff I don't really share with anybody. They just kind of take my word for it. But you sent me this letter and you're saying from the unknown. Now, I get that you don't want too many people to know too much information about what's going on with your life, but you gotta understand, you're sending me this letter, and this is, and you end it with a place from the unknown. What the hell does that even mean? Are you not from this country, or are you from another country, or what is this? I mean, you can't be. Well, then again, you probably could be, but who knows? So the crazy thing is that I don't really have a response for this. The only thing I can say to you, that I keep saying to you again, is you're going to talk to your parents, and whatever happens is going to happen. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be ugly, because I'm pretty sure your mom's going to be probably pissed off about you. She might be happy that she's about to have 3 grandkids at the same time, but that's usually with one woman, not 3 different women. So I think that she's going to be worried about the dynamics of the aspect of, what do you call them? Are they going to be brother and sister, cousin? I mean, because I don't even know how this is going to play out. Now, usually in a situation of sister wives, you don't really hook up with the sisters. They're 3 different women from 3 different backgrounds. They're not all related. At least is what I can see, or what I've seen online, or what I've seen on the show Sister Wives. They're not really related. But in your case, it kind of makes it kind of weird. It really makes it really weird, because not only are the women that you got pregnant are related, but they came from polygamous camp. Now, if you say they do everything together, and this is just one of the things that they want to do together, I don't know. I'd have some reserves. I'd really have some reserves, or some reserved questions for you and them. If they don't know that you wrote the show, then they don't know. If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. But the fact of the matter is this: I'm going to need a little bit more information. I will give you the password of the day. And the password of the day for my listeners is that usually when somebody writes me a letter, that I know that it's them, that's confirming that this letter is them, I give them a code word that only they know and I know. So I know that this person is the one writing the letter. So you don't have to come on the show. You don't have to talk. You can just write the letter. And if I send it back to this email that you listed it as, and you tell me what the password, the code word is, then we go from there. But that's how I know it's going to be genuine, because while I'm still having problems placing this letter, I just don't know if it's just that this can't be real. This can't be real. Maybe it is, maybe it is, because even if you're triplets, and I'm pretty sure that you guys want some independence from each other. Like, you want not to be known as the same person throughout your whole life. You want independence. Ooh, excuse me, Jesus. And you want independence, because I can't imagine that 3 sisters that would just plan this out and just automatically just say, yeah, let's let's use this guy. When clearly there's plenty of fish in the sea, and maybe I could have found other triplets or twins. I don't know. Or I can't in good conscience say that y'all actually agreed to this. Maybe y'all did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's crazy. But in any event, this episode has been something different, because as I was trying to make sense of this, I can't really make sense of this. Now, I'm not saying that this shit doesn't happen, but for me to get a letter like this is just saying that, okay, this shit does happen. And nobody never sits back and thinks and just says, well, what did this happen, or what did this happen? I mean, I don't even think like that. And I'm a twin, but my twin's a girl, and I have twins. My twins are boy and girl. Now, I do have twin cousins. They're identical, and I have 2 twin uncles, but they're identical. But they wanted to live separate lives. They're different like that. I mean, just because you are in the womb with your sibling or whatever, and you're identical, doesn't mean you want to live the same life. Now, you have some twins that do everything together, which is fine. But at the end of the day, they're still labeled as separate, and they do separate things. I mean, it's just crazy, because you're going to be the one that's going to be going to all the doctor's appointments and I'm pretty sure they all want to keep the same doctor, or I don't know. If I was you, I probably wouldn't do that, but something tells me that they're already going to do that. So they do, they don't. But in any event, Mr. AJ, KKK, and KKK, if you guys listen to this letter, maybe you guys can write me with the follow-up. But I definitely want to see the picture, and I definitely want to know that this is real. I'm not saying it's not real, but usually when my listeners send me letters, they give me evidence to back it up. So I'm not calling you a liar or nothing like that. I just need a little bit more proof. That way I can let people know that, hey, this is legit. It's on the up and up. It's 100. Definitely 100. So as we get ready to close the show out, I do want to say thank you for writing the letter. I hope you get back to me within a timely manner. And I would challenge you and, I can't believe I'm saying this, the 3 women you got pregnant, to seek therapy. Like, get in some therapy. And I know their therapy probably involves going back home to talk about this, but I got a feeling that this is probably going to be the happiest day for her parents versus your parents, because you just done something that's, like, I don't know, that's just different. But hopefully everything is going to go okay. And I'm going to say okay as in the pregnancy or these 3 kids that you're going to have. I mean, the crazy thing is you don't know if they're going to be boys or girls, or you don't really know what you're having yet, because you didn't even tell me how far along they are. You just told me that they're pregnant. So unless I missed that, let me check. Huh. Oh, they're 27 and you're 28. Okay. I did miss that. Okay. And their father has 4 wives, and that their mother was the 3rd wife, and that they have been happy for years. Okay. So yeah, I did miss that part. So the father has 4 wives, and that their mother was the 3rd wife, and they've been happy for years. Okay. And like you said, you asked them if it occurred they could have separate lives and not the same guy. But now that you're having 3 babies, not by only one sister, but yeah, that's just crazy. In any event, Mr. AJ, I hope that from here that you just try to seek some kind of counseling, because you're going to need all the counseling you can get. If you think you have no money now, Comic-Con is going to be a thing of the past for you. You're not going to probably be able to see Comic-Con until your kids are old enough to know what Comic-Con is, and let's make that make sense. And that's probably going to be around 14 or 15. So you are 28. By the time your kids turn 16, you will probably be 40 something, I'm thinking. Maybe. I don't know. In any event, that's what's going to happen. So I am going to leave it at that. So for my listeners, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm sorry I was not all with it, because I was still trying to get an understanding of how this could happen. I was still trying to get an understanding of what can... I hope this is not a joke. And if it is a joke, then it's a joke. But I hope that this Mr. AJ just gets back with me and tells me something that that's real, because I need this to be understand. I know my listeners want to know more. So Mr. AJ, when you can, get back with me. You know the email address. Just email me, maybe give me a follow-up or something. But the show's probably going to go live really soon. So as I get ready to close this out, to my listeners, I want to say thank you guys for supporting me. I want to say thank you for listening to the show. I do receive lots of letters. Majority of them are good. But I still get some in there who probably think I'm just shit or the scum of the earth, but I don't really care, because I don't do this for you guys. I do this for me and my fans that like to listen to me. So I want to say thank you for listening. I hope everything is going to go well. If you guys have any questions, comments, concern, or if there's something you just want to talk about, the show email address d6empire357@gmail.com. So we're just going to leave it at that. Hopefully, Mr. AJ, I'm sorry I didn't really have much more answers for you. Maybe this will help you on your way. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But my friend, you're going to have a long road ahead of you, a really long road. Like I said, and the other crazy thing is that you moved all 3 of them in. And I'm not sure if you guys are all sharing the same. Well, you guys said they're in different rooms, so I'm not sure if you're switching it up every night like Cody did on Sister Wives and go to 3 different rooms, or what was it? He went to 3 different houses, or he slept. I don't even see how that's just so tiresome to me. It's really tiresome. So it's just, it's yeah. So as I said, d6empire357@gmail.com. I am Icon. The show is called Let's Talk About It. For the next track, we're just going to let you guys groove out with that, and we're going to let you ride out with that. So until next time, my friends, you guys take care of yourself and each other. And again, don't be afraid to, email me if you guys got any questions or anything about the show. I'll try to answer the question the best way I can and the best way I could. So until next time, let y'all groove with this track. And yeah, haha, till next time.